Hello and welcome to the final match of the 2015 Arena Cup in Berlin. This is a regional championship video game in the Masters division, and we have two players with the name by Matthias here. My name is David Hochmann and my colleague.
Andre?
Yeah, both players are called Matthias, so we have on the one side Matthias Grauer, which I'm going to call Grauer, and on the other side Matthias Surodolski, which I just say Lega, as this is his name in the game.
Yeah.
This makes everything a bit easier. So both players have kinda interesting teams, like nothing so special, but one of them isn't playing Kangaskhan, which always is, of course, the most played Mega Pokemon. So Grauer has Salamence, the Megamans, as his only Mega Pokemon, and he plays Tyranitar and Excrotil, so he basically plays just the standard Sandmans. And Lega has two Mega Pokemon, which is kinda, it's not seen too often, but some people go for it. He has Kangaskhan and Mega Salamence. Yeah, the other kinda interesting thing is that Lega has Milotic with Waken Berry and without Recover. So no Maraga Berry recovering stuff. It also has Toxic, Icy Wind, Scald, Protect. Not the usual Milotic, but not like too.
Yeah, but it's a
crazy.
very interesting choice. It's very defensive, that's true. But with Toxic, you sometimes have nice options in the game. But we will see how effective this can be. With Icy Wind, it's of course a great supporter.
Yeah, it's just a cool supporting Pokemon. Yeah, it can hit Salamence for ×2 weakness. The other Pokemon won't get too much damage from it, I suppose.
That's true.
Also against the AG Slash, the Toxic won't do anything at all, but also you have the option to do some stuff. His Terrakion is sashed also, so yeah, you can deal some good damage with Excadrill, Tyranitar, AG Slash. He has a lot of Pokemon with ground weakness, but also he has Rotom, Wash, and Salamence. With that, kinda balances out. But that's always a problem of the Sand deck, Sand teams, that they kinda have the same typing, and ground weakness is always a big issue with them.
But yeah, he's balancing it out quite a bit with Salamence and of course Rotom. But yeah,
Yeah,
it will be a very interesting matchup, those two teams in the finals.
Yeah, also
And we are starting.
the Rotom has choice specs. The Rotom
Yeah.
Wash from Grauer has choice specs, and Lega's Heat Rotom is Citrus Berry. So
Well, yeah, the choice specs can hit really hard with the specs, that's for sure. But of course, the citrus berry makes it live a little bit longer.
yeah, I actually played against Grauer yesterday at the Premier Challenge, and just Volt Switch choice specs can be so annoying to deal with,
Yeah, that's
because
true.
you never know what he's switching into, and he might see what you go for, and then he decides what comes in. Okay, so the game is just starting, and let's see what Pokemon they bring into this battle. So here we see AG Slash and Salamence by Lega, and we have Salamence and Rotom Wash from Grauer.
So that's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the HP Ice on the Specs Rotom, he can take down the Salamence, if I'm correct. Yeah, that's true. On the other side, of course, the Salamence can always fall to a Dragon attack from the other Salamence, counting for both.
Mm. Yeah, also both Salamence run Hyper Voice and Double Edge,
Yeah.
which is just a great attack with the Mega Salamence ability. And you have the option between a special move and a physical move, which is always great to have. Grauer's Salamence has the Flamethrower, so he can also
Oh,
do
that's right.
something against the AG Slash.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem maybe.
Yeah, but also I'm not quite sure how much they invested into speed. So if the one Salamence is faster with its Draco Meteor, it could
So and he
knock out
draws,
the
and Matthias draws back his own Salamence.
into
The Tyranitar.
Tyranitar.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
let's see what he expected to come out of Lega's Pokemon. So he actually Mega Evolves. And let's see what attack he is actually going for. Yeah, Protect.
So the man just protects for now.
Let's see if he what used Hidden Power.
Yeah.
What is the Aegislash doing?
I think it will attack the Rotom slot, but let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, so Lega just tries to deal with the... Or he also gets a special defense drop. That's huge. Since now... Well, the next Shadow Ball will knock it out, but I'm... we are not sure if he actually goes for another
I think the
attack.
Rotom will have to switch out in this situation.
Yeah, Hyper Voice would most likely knock it out, and then he can
with the drop,
change into
it can
stance.
be devastating.
Yeah.
But of course, the Mance also has to watch out for the rock attacks from the Tyranitar. But the Tyranitar also wouldn't like... does it have it? Where is it? No, the Aegislash. Here. Yeah, it has Flash Cannon. That can hurt even with the special defense from the Sandstream.
Yeah, so both players taking their time to make the right decision. And let's see who's predicting whom better.
And the Mance is withdrawn.
Okay, he withdraws the Mance for Terrakion.
That's strong.
And also he takes his Rotom back because of the special defense drop, and he still wants to use his Rotom later on to get another Intimidate off, which matters for the Terrakion. And the Aegislash goes for King's Shield. And let's see what the Tyranitar went for. Maybe he used actually...
oh, he goes for the Dragon Dance!
Dragon Dance.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Dragon Dance is good in this situation because he saw like, oh, my opponent will most likely just switch. And now he has +1 speed, +1 attack.
Yeah, but it is lacking some moves to deal with the Terrakion. Like, he has only Rock Slide and Assurance for attacking
dealing
power.
Damage, yes.
It's both not gonna do much against the Terrakion, but...
Well, maybe he...
Yeah.
Maybe he just goes for Protect or another Dragon Dance. The problem is, Terrakion has the Focus Sash, so it can take a it can take one hit, and then use something like Close Combat to knock out the Tyranitar. Yeah, as the Tyranitar actually goes for Protect, but
oh, it's a double protect.
He's
all right.
just double protecting. And we saw Rock Slide and Aegislash stance change into Shadow Ball onto the Salamence.
And the double protect was quite good because now the Salamence can knock out the Aegislash with the super effective Flamethrower in the blade form. So if he wants to stay safe, he will have to use King's Shield. But the Terrakion can still do great damage to either the Salamence or the Tyranitar, but not to both.
Yeah, Grauer could also expect the King's Shield from Aegislash and just go for Hyper Voice or Double Edge into the Terrakion spot, and then Rock Slide. I'm not quite sure if Tyranitar with this is a jolly Tyranitar with +1 speed. I'm not sure how fast it is. Actually goes for the Double Edge, and the Terrakion is faster with +1.
Tyranitar.
He's able to knock out the Terrakion, having the best prediction. Like, he predicted his opponent goes for King's Shield, and so he was able to take the Terrakion. Very good move on Grauer's spot. Yeah,
but Lega didn't have too many other options here.
Yes, that's actually true.
So I think he had to sacrifice. So the turn before, the double protect was really, really nice. A nice move by Grauer.
Okay, so now it's 4-3 Pokemon Salamence against Salamence. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure which of them is faster, or I also don't know if they know if each other is faster. Yeah, the Tyranitar is still at +1.
Yeah,
and
the Tyranitar is a huge threat in this
yeah,
situation.
now it can just spam Rock Slide.
That's
but still at
true.
+1 it should be slower than these Salamences. But Grau's Salamence goes for Protect, and the opponent is using Hyper Voice. Not
but
sure
will do very little damage.
Yeah.
So I guess he's hoping a bit for the Flash Cannon.
Yeah, as he goes for another Dragon Dance just to get even faster and dealing more damage. So maybe his game plan is to outspeed the opponent's Salamence with Tyranitar, but now it takes a Flash Cannon, but it's actually able to survive.
Yeah, but it's really close. But Tyranitar should be the fastest Pokemon on the board right now. And +2 attack is huge.
Yeah, maybe. Well, the thing is, the Aegislash has White Guard. So.
Right, White Guard is a good option.
This is another option he has. Like, if he thinks, maybe Hyper Voice Rock Slide. But I'm not quite sure if this is even going to happen. It's very interesting to see the good players deciding what to do. They usually don't predict too much, but have the safest option, like no matter what their opponent is doing, so that they have the very safe play.
Gross Salamence doesn't actually have a Dragon type move, so he can do good damage against the other mens, but not like KOing damage in one turn. And the Tyranitar protects.
Oh, he received the White Guard, and
so
well, what did he go for? Flamethrower? Yes, he actually goes for Flamethrower, knocking out the Aegislash.
Not quiet.
Okay.
Not quiet.
He whipped the knockout on the Aegislash. As its Salamence is feigning by the opponent's Hyper Voice.
Yeah, Hyper Voice doing more damage than usual because Tyranitar protected here. So it hits with the full potential and not with the split damage you have with spread moves.
Okay, so now he still has his Rotom Wash and another Pokemon we didn't see yet. And also Lega has one Pokemon we don't know anything about yet.
Yeah, this game is far from over.
Yeah, since the Aegislash is almost knocked out, and the Tyranitar is also.
Yeah, but the Tyranitar is at +2 speed.
Yeah, the Tyranitar is fast, and it doesn't look
and
like.
+2 attack is nothing to laugh at the Tyranitar.
Okay, Excadrill, but without Sand. Maybe we'll. Well, I'm not sure if Grauer is going to get the Sand in again because he doesn't want to get his +2/+2 Tyranitar out of the game.
Basically dead weight if it switches out. And I think it will stay as long as it can.
Yes. So Excadrill, very interesting Pokemon, very good in this team with Sand, the Sand Rush. It says while the Sandstorm is on, you outspeed pretty much everything. I really like the design of this Pokemon. So he also has the option to Rock Slide.
So he goes for the King Shield. So let's see what moves. And he attacks the.
Assurance onto the Salamence. Let's see how much damage this is. It's a fair amount.
It's a fair amount, but it's not enough. And here it goes.
Yeah, he landed a critical hit, but I'm pretty sure it didn't really matter. Like
we will see.
He could have survived, maybe, but
okay, that's the second crit.
Another
I think that mattered quite a little bit in this situation.
So the Salamence are both down, and well, let's see what the last Pokemon is. It's Rotom Heat. So no Milotic and no Kangaskhan this game. That he doesn't have Kangaskhan was pretty obvious after we saw the Salamence, since the non-Mega Kangaskhan is super useless.
So now we have to wait for the plays. So this situation is interesting, but you have the Excadrill who can KO the Aegislash, and of course the Rotom Wash that can KO the Rotom Heat, and the Rotom Heat can KO the Excadrill.
Yeah, let's see.
And Aegislash can just do huge damage.
Oh, White Guard predicting the Rock Slide coming out of the Excadrill. He uses Hydro Pump and actually hits.
It won't be enough, or it will.
It is
Of
enough.
course, it is a choice specs.
Choice
This is,
specs, hydro
usually
pump
enough, yeah.
on a rotom heat is enough. And now,
And
well, I don't see
it was an earthquake,
Lega
and he
winning this game.
guarded it with the white guard. But yeah, he forfeits, of course.
Yeah, so very, very intense games here. Very intense game
Yeah.
here by both players. Some very cool predictions. That one turn where he
Yeah, the
Where
double
he-
protect was really crucial in
Yeah.
this situation. With the
And-
Aegislash having to king shield, or not king shielding in the end, and taking the flamethrower for a KO.
yeah,
think
and that turn where he protected with the
Yeah.
edgy slash, but no one attacked it. So
Yeah, that
was perfect prediction. But it's always crazy because if your opponent predicts your prediction right and that kind of stuff, so he went for the safest option, which unfortunately didn't pay out at this situation.
but hey, that's a game.
Yeah, so not quite sure if they changed too much at their for Pokemon for the next time.
I don't see Grower changing too much. Lega will maybe try a little bit different, but I'm not too sure what can be better in that matchup. Really.
Yeah, well, maybe the Milotic. If you get the Milotic and Salamence at the same time, so the competitive activates, and it also has Awaken Berry, so the Rotom Wash will have one hit that doesn't knock out the Milotic.
Yeah.
So this might do something, but yeah, and also it has Icy Wind against
That's true.
Salamence, and just to make everything a bit slower, and Scald to burn stuff. And
Not only burn, it does also really good damage once the competitive activates.
yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah, let's see what they go for. Okay.
so they're still choosing their Pokemon.
Yeah, they still have some time.
In this match, you need every second.
Yeah, they take their time. So in the finals, you are very nervous usually. So you want to overthink everything because you mustn't do anything
And
wrong.
it's going for so much. I mean, it's only a regional, but the regional points also, in the end, do add up to quite
Yeah,
a bit.
you can get 600 points from regionals, so that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So
Oh
Lega-
yeah, here we see the Milotic we just talked about and
Yeah.
Salamence. So will Grauer lead with Salamence again? No,
No.
he doesn't.
I think he predicted that Melodic.
Which is not what Lega was hoping for. As we see Tyranitar and Rotom Wash again.
But still, the Tyranitar now with -1 attack. Can't do too much against the Melodic.
Yeah,
But the Rotom is strong, but we have the anti-electric berry on the Melodic.
mm-hmm.
So it can't do immediately too much, but also the Salamence of Lega, yeah, it can push for a Draco Meteor, but it won't be, of course, enough to KO the Rotom Wash.
Yeah, the Tyranitar is at -1, so maybe we'll actually see
He
a
can
switch
get to
out.
0 and +1, +2 very fast with his Dragon Dance.
Yeah, but well, the Milotic has the option to Toxic, the
Yeah, I think-
Rotom, or Scald the Tyranitar,
Yeah,
if
if
he wants to go for the offensive.
If he gets the Scald Burn, that would be, of course, really nice. But so they're not switching their Pokemon.
Okay, here we see the Mega Evolution from Salamence, and
Oh, and don't forget the
Protect.
Tyranitar has the Lumberry, so it would have to burn 2 times for it to actually be.
okay,
Do something.
Thunderbolt, the Waken Berry activating
Yeah, it takes the hit quite well.
Yeah, that's good.
And he goes for
Dragon
the
Dance.
Dragon Dance.
Oh god. So the Tyranitar is at +1 speed and
Neutral attack.
Neutral attack. And here we see Icy Wind, so it's actually at
He's at normal again.
the same as before, but now the Rotom is slower.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, now everyone but the Tyranitar takes some Sandstorm damage. But, well,
Yeah.
Choice Specs, Thunderbolt did,
Yeah, the next
Very
Thunderbolt
low
will
amount of
not
damage.
leave the Melodic on the field.
yeah.
And I guess it can also do respectable damage to Salamence. with the specs on it.
Mm.
So he has to also watch out a little bit for that. Could be together with the rock slide, it could be a KO.
Yeah, Lega's intimidate option is also gone as he mega evolved, and well, he has protect on his Milotic as well. No recover, but protect.
So he goes for the Meteor, probably on the Rotom, yeah.
Yeah, Draco Meteor onto Rotom. Will it be able to knock it out? I
Usually not. No.
Yeah, it hangs on with about 30%. And another Dragon Dance. Tyranitar's at +1/+1. And what is the Milotic going for?
Scald.
Onto
The
onto the
Tyranitar?
Tyranitar, actually.
And does he get the burn? No.
Yeah, the burn
The
doesn't
berry
really
still-
matter.
Not at this point, but maybe he can burn it later if the berry is gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, the
maybe.
Thunderbolt is cleaning up a little bit. I'm not too sure if he needs that Milotic in this matchup anyway at this point.
Yeah. Also, the Rotom has enough HP to survive the next Sandstorm, so if he wants to get rid of the Rotom, he actually has to attack it.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we see the Terrakion coming in again with the Focus Sash. Also, Focus Sash is cool in this game because he doesn't get damage from Sandstorm. So Sandstorm is usually something that breaks your Focus Sash quite often if you play Gengar or any other very low defense Pokemon with Focus Sash.
Absolutely. Sash Terrakion was quite often played a few months ago before the Worlds. After that, it dropped in usage quite significantly, especially since Terrakion can't do too much against the Landorus that's played in almost any team. It's also a nice special. Not one of our players in the finals are playing Landorus, but it is by far the most used Pokemon in this tournament.
Yeah, Landorus terrain form is cool, but in the finals we don't have any Landorus, so
That's a nice little change.
Pokemon won't do a lot.
I really like seeing Terrakion in the finals.
Terrakion is a cool Pokemon. Just slightly faster than Kangaskhan, had base speed of 107 or something, and Kangaskhan only 100, so you can outspeed quite a few Pokemon in the format. Okay, the Salamence goes for Protect. Will we see Rock Slide?
Yeah, Rock Slide would be a solid option.
No, everyone is
double
protecting.
protects, but it won't be. The Sand won't be enough to knock out the Rotom Wash. So if that was his intent, it won't work.
Well, I don't think that this was his intent.
No.
Also, just that 8 damage. So
Of course,
it
now
will
the
survive another
Tyranitar
turn.
cannot hide itself behind a Protect, at least not without great risk.
Yeah, maybe this was also Lega's
Of course, yeah.
intention. So that if he double protects and something from my opponent protects, he can protect next turn.
Yeah.
And, well, the Tyranitar is jolly and at +1 speed, so it might actually outspeed the Terrakion. But like we said in game 1, Assurance and Rock Slide don't deal too much damage against the Terrakion.
Yeah.
So he has to hope for Rock Slide Flinch to stop it.
How
with
he at least one turn, that's true. But of course, this Tyranitar is completely countered by Terrakion. So he withdraws the Mance. What does he want to use
Rotom
here?
Heat
Rotom
coming
Heat.
in. Yeah, just as
But
the
it will
other
still
game.
get quite some damage from the Rock Slide.
It
Actually
gets knocked out.
KOing it! Oh my god!
Oh boy. Well, will the Terrakion flinch? This is the
I
important
think this is the
question
crucial
now.
part.
And it
did!
actually
oh
does
my
flinch.
god, no!
Yeah, so like I said, the only way to stop the Terrakion for this one turn is to hope for the flinch.
And
like
Rotom still
I-
hangs on.
Yeah, like I already said, Rotom only takes 8 damage, so but now it can he can double protect again.
Yeah.
But it will be hard. Like it's 4 against 2, even though the Rotom is almost knocked out. The Tyranitar is still at +1/+1. Yeah, so
I don't see
Will be
Lega losing
harsh.
this game anymore. But still, Lega has only 2 Pokemon. So
well, it will be hard.
we have to see what is behind. We didn't actually see all the Pokemon from...
Yeah, Grauer only
Grauer.
used Rotom Wash and Tyranitar. Like they came in at the first turn and then they were just like, "Ooh, we kill everything," and
Oh yeah, that's true. We
the
have to see
Tyranitar is
what's...
still faster than the Terrakion, and he went for Assurance
Assurance.
onto the Salamence.
That does quite a few. Okay, so Lega is not in a really easy position here.
Yeah, his Terrakion is at minus defense and special defense. So
But we have to see what are the two Pokemon he has in the back.
okay, here we
So-
see the Salamence giving the Terrakion also minus
One.
one and a Mungus
Mungus.
actually,
So that
which we didn't see in the first game. Yeah, the Intimidate goes off and yeah, he will just Mega Evolve and do something like, well, he could do some crazy stuff like just use Rage Powder and Hyper Voice. But this would
Yeah.
be very risky since if he doesn't knock out the opponent's elements, it has Draco Meteor.
That's true. That is very threatening to his own Salamence.
Yeah, but
Oh.
well, the Amoonguss has only Giga Drain to deal damage, which
Yeah, the
won't deal
Amoonguss,
too much damage
I think
against.
the best thing the
Mega
Amoonguss can
Salamence.
do here is really only redirecting potential Draco Meteors.
Yes. Okay, let's see what these players are going for. Protect. Now we will see Spore or another Protect as he goes for double Protect
Double
with
protect on this part.
his turn. Lega went for Hyper Voice and Rock Slide. This is very annoying. So he just saw, okay, if I have used Rage Powder, it wouldn't have done anything. Since
Yeah.
Lega most likely thought, oh, if my opponent uses Rage Powder, I don't care. Hyper Voice, Rock Slide. Hits both Pokemon all the time. So
Yeah,
Among Us,
that's true. But the other option it has now is really only to try to spore something. Or maybe the Giga Drain will do just a little trick if something does not get KO'd.
well, I still believe he should use Rage Powder
Powder.
and just Hyper
It's
Voice.
a little bit safer
because-
for potential Draco Meteors. And yeah,
Yeah,
it does work
now
out.
he goes for the Draco Meteor. Yeah, it survives. Now it's at -2, a special attack. Hyper
Yeah.
Voice knocking out the Terrakion and dealing
should-
some
That
nice
should
damage.
KO both. And
against
I think
Salamence
we
as
have our
the
new
Salamence
champion.
Feigns. And Grauer wins 2 games. Very, very cool
Yeah,
game.
Really nice game by Gower.
Yeah, 2 games won by Sadmans. The team that won the Arena Cup in Berlin, Regional Championship in the